side swiping a mailbox. Ask me how I know. My daughter did that. And you could side swap your car because these freaking neighbors park too close. So we are learning how to drive. I'm taking you on the real journey. I'm a state certified driving instructor. First, I want to acknowledge my brothers and sisters in the UK. Thank you for watching. My brothers and sisters in the UAE, the United States, and especially in New York. It is about 7:05 Eastern Standard Time. I got both hands on the wheel at 10 and 2. We're going to be watching getting on expressway, driving through some thoroughfares, and really teaching you real life driving. I'm a state certified driving instructor, and I put tutorials together to help you get over anxiety and pass your tests. You got to stop. S-T-O-P. Now we got to move forward. It's called showing the car. We got to come up and check traffic. We're checking, looking, and we're good. Let's go ahead and get it. Turn in the nearest lane. That facilitates a smoother flow of traffic. I know you love that language. Facilitate. Facilitate yourself to the crazy house. So it's raining in the morning. This means we're going to have a little less traction. People still going to be driving really fast. And we have to be a defensive driver. We always want to be on our defensive driving skill set. Looking over my shoulder. And we're going to get into the right lane. We have a green turning arrow, but we still have to look because pedestrians still could cross our face. Now I don't want to get caught slipping. All right, see, there's already some things here going on right now. Now, luckily, this vehicle is a 2025, and this is an Equinox. Nice vehicle, some mom vehicles, reliable, it's safe, but any car, we don't care. We're trying to get out and learn how to drive. Let me get over one lane to the left. Check that blind spot. And of course, we've had a lot of snow and ice. It is 39 degrees, which is a heat wave for us. But really, my babies, it's been 10 degrees before wind chill. It's been 12 degrees before wind chill. And we had some people die. So it's been cold out here and we're not done. So I'm come up and squeeze my brake. I want to see the rear of the tires. Now, there was an accident here a day or two ago because people don't know how to yield and apparently make left turns. So we have the right of way and we're going to go down this clover leaf. You can lose control on this boy. Why? My cousin flipped her F-150 truck. No hate on the Ford F-150s. I actually drove a Lightning back in the day and it was kind of fast, man. Fast. But let's talk about going around this curve. I don't want to spin out. And then I'm gradually going to pick up. And this is where the real drivers or the boss drivers, bosses don't talk, they listen. You're going to be the boss. You're going to listen to me. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. I'm going to get right to this middle lane and kind of settle down a little bit. All right, taking my time, being patient. Now, when you're driving on the expressway, I like to see all of my clients, my students, get in the middle lane. They're not going to get cut off. Slow-moving traffic, and then people who want to go 80 and 90 and go fast, they'll go that fast. They'll go as fast as they legally can go before they crack up. Checking mirrors, making sure they're good. I feel pretty smooth. Now I'm going to get over one lane to the left and pick us up. The biggest thing I would tell you if you're learning how to drive or you enjoy driving, don't leave late, because if you leave late, it's going to be the nitrous turbo supercharger big NA motor show. You're going to be driving as fast as you can and wonder why you got a ticket or wonder why you're spinning upside down, right? Because people drive crazy fast, whether you're in the UK, the United States, Australia, India, or Japan. We're trying to advocate smoothness, safety first, safety is no accident. My boss told me that when I first started doing driver's education. He said, hey, safety's no accident. You know what? I started laughing. I'm like, be quiet. I said that to myself though. But as I started teaching adults and teens how to drive, you really don't know what to do. You don't know when you're in danger. It's more dangerous every single year. People are road raging, lost their freaking mind, out of control. But you can't let all that negativity pull you down. And if you really want to be a good driver in the long run, no tickets, no accidents, really low insurance, and have a nice car, because that's what you're going to get. Not in your teens. You can't afford that, because your parents are going to give you the third or fourth junky car in the household. Or my OGs, I paid for my car. I know, I did too. My parents didn't give me anything. And I look back and I said, Mom and Dad, that's kind of mean. But you know what? They were trying to make me a responsible young man. And they did. I had those struggles. Motor leaking oil, exhaust leak, transmission breaking, because I was ragging on the transmission. But it made me a kind of a mechanic and technician. So there's always a reason why you have automatic failures. It's because your maintenance is terrible. So, and I don't know why people treat their car so horribly. Because if you treat it with kindness, good brakes, good tires, go easy on those brakes, they'll last. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. We got the Canadian truck driver, no cap. I tried for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Toronto Argonauts. Wagoneer, Ford product. That box truck to our right, a lot of people in the UK, Australia, because the streets are so narrow, you have those type of vehicles. We have those here in the United States too. So you got to familiarize yourself with the type of vehicles you're like. I see a slowdown ahead, so I'm lifting my foot and just kind of keep good speed. Yeah, that box truck, that Ford, and then that smaller Ford too. That depends. A lot of people are independent entrepreneurs. I like this curve, but this curve tortures drivers because it's so tight. The chevron alignment signs are on the left, so this means the curve is going around to the right. Still driving smoothly, keeping good speed and good space. A little tired. I got about 6.5 hours moving, setting up the new studio upstairs, changing the configuration. We're going to be setting up the podcast setup. I got to run the other part of the audio and video, and then I'll take some pictures and let you see it. And then I want my supporters, that's why you got to subscribe and follow. We're going to start having that live podcast, video cast, where you can call in and share your journey, because we are a community. So I'm really excited. It takes work. I've been so lazy and tired, just making excuses like a lot of you about driving. Don't make excuses. My setup is still not perfect. This semi truck, that petroleum transporter, I'm getting away from that. There are 4 blind spots. Left side, right side, front and back. We do have some fog. In fact, we had a fog advisory the other day. So I had adults to drive. I said, listen, we got to reschedule. I'm not putting myself in danger. Then I got a text from one of my co-workers. He said, you driving today? I said, nope. So this is why when we do our driving schedule, we have days in there for maintenance, bad weather, or adults or teens with anxiety. So far it's smooth, but I don't want to overdo it. Overdo it means I'm going really fast tailgating this GMC. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in the UK. We love you. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in New York. E, we appreciate you. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in the United States. What up, Joe? I really appreciate all of you that's tuning in, and I'm really looking at your comments, trying to really make high quality content to teach you how to drive, make you feel secure and safe. Isn't that what it's all about? It's raining again, so we're gonna just stay smooth. We don't have to be in Canada today or Toronto or up in Quebec. Drake lives in Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. Drizzy. But when you're driving, you feel smooth and safe. You feel good. So far, making good time. That's okay, lane change. He or she started to get over before the blinker was activated. And you notice that I'm really smooth. Got both hands on the wheel and just trying to keep the car moving, getting in and out of blind spots. I'm lifting my foot because I'm moving too fast. And we're about a mile from the route that takes us out of the country, so a lot of these cars will just stay in this lane and cut over at the last second. So my defensive driving skills are really active now because we're getting into the wolf pack. The two most common collisions are rear end and side swipe. So we're still going to stay smooth. This is not a time to use cruise control. You do not want to use that. There's too much traffic here. We're at about 66 or 67. We're at 67 miles an hour. I'm crazy. That's why you guys like watching. You gotta have a sense of humor. Moving. Good, they got over, so we can keep going. If you can get up early enough, you'll have a really smooth commute like this. If you can't, like a lot of us do, you wake up, you're tired, you play video games, you advance to level 45, or you're just staying up all night watching Netflix or YouTube videos, or watching my videos. You're like, oh crap, I gotta get to work. So we're just trying to keep going, man. 77 traffic fatalities to date from February of 2025. So we got to be careful out here. We're losing too many people too early. And the majority of them are young drivers under 25. So if you're under 25, you spend more than 75% of your time in a car, or truck, or vehicle. This Ford needs to just get over, because they're holding up people right now. So the rules state that if there's traffic behind you, you should be getting over. So I can't, because there's a vehicle to my right and I'm in the left lane. So the vehicle's still in my blind spot. You can see my blind spot indicator. So I'm just gonna back off. No need to road rage. We don't have to go do the digital presentation of the day. It's just a really nice chill downhill drop. So we're just coming around smoothly, taking our time. We can't go any faster. This like Kia vehicle's behind me, so I just gotta sit here. I don't like when people tailgate aggressively. There's nothing we can do. I see the vehicle in my mirror. Okay, getting over. There we go. That's all that Ford had to do. That's why I don't drive a Ford. You know, that's silly. It means they could have got over. We all have drivers like that who are just holding up the flow of the traffic. It looks like the vehicle that's almost had a side swipe with me. And then we lift our foot going into the curve. We want to be as smooth and easy as possible. This is a very chilled, relaxed drive. But we don't have to stop and get anything because we have it. And if you can change one habit, my habit is we got a Keurig, and I'm saving about $7 to $12 a day. So that's about $1,840 a year. And I've also lost 14 pounds. So I'm saying if you can change a habit, getting up earlier. You saw how the car got over? Man, that was almost an accident. They're wild. That's that Range Rover. Or is that micro car? It looks like that micro. It looks like a Range Rover. We are starting to get, yeah, that car's very aggressive. That's a Range Rover. So I'm just trying to settle down. You have to recognize dangerous situations and be ready to make adjustments at all times. Okay, you need to get over. Checking my blind spot. Bam, I don't like being behind these pipes. That's what she said. You gotta have a good sense of humor. So we're backing off a little bit. And this really by advocating safety. I'm a state certified driving instructor. So I'm modeling what you should do. And you can see from the video, the angles. When you practice good skill sets, you get rewarded with a great driving record, lower insurance rates, and you feel safe. And then it really makes your day wonderful. We're about having a wonderful day. No one likes stress. It's hard enough with stressful family members, co-workers. My man's sitting outside like it's summer. Bro, what are you doing? Go around the curve. This is a crossover. And I'm gonna have to go up and stop. We're looking for blinkers. Okay, truck had on no blinker. So how are we supposed to know what we're doing? And our federal government, local government are spying on us with the flock cameras. Shout out, do you have the flock cameras in your community? I know it's a thing in the United States, and particularly in China and Japan and the UK. Okay. And then this is the service drive. Then we got regulatory signs. The red and white is a regulatory sign. It means we stop, S-T-O-P. And then we have a warning sign, school zone crossing. These potholes will destroy your vehicle. Man. Oh my God, what? Oh. Okay. So let's discuss what we just did and how we can improve. You got to have good speed control. If you don't have good speed control, then you're not going to reach your goal of becoming a safe driver. By me being a state certified driving instructor and putting together the boss videos, the tutorials, you saw me navigate traffic primarily in the middle lane. That's the smooth lane. The lane to the left is for passing. I'm in the United States, the Midwest. A lot of you from New York, across the United States, the UK, Australia. I look at my analytics. you look at this these videos to help you navigate safe travels. And we're about safety. This is a real chill vibe because I'm a really chilled instructor. And it is about safety. You are learning how to drive through these videos, and I have to demonstrate that skill set. I have to be very intentional with a good sense of humor. There were potentials for me to have side swipes, but I kept good distance. If I started hanging around semi-trucks, as you saw in the video, and you're going to rewind this and look at it, if I started hanging around I can't even talk, vehicles, I'm still waking up, excuse me, you could get sideswiped from the left or right. You could get rear-ended. So no one wants that to happen. By us leaving early and having a little bit more than a full tank of gas or 50% charge, you're going to come in mentally feeling safe, feeling better, feeling good. People are flying around here. And then you won't have to rush as much. Prior to these videos, when I would go live, you would see me driving through a neighborhood, picking up a client, going through a fast food restaurant, spending $7, $10, rushing to get gas. I don't have to do that anymore because I get up earlier. You need to get up earlier. You're probably saying, I thought you were just talking about driving. It's a part of the process because you can get to where you're going, relax a few minutes, and you can tell by my voice and my smile, I'm relaxed, I'm chilled, I'm taking my time because it's about personal safety, it's about chilled, it's about being relaxed. And I definitely feel more relaxed. And then you will pick up that vibe. You just say, you know what? Let me try to get up 10 minutes earlier. Let me try to get up 25 minutes earlier. And I'm human just like you, getting up, getting ready, getting the food ready, letting the dog out, and then praying our car will start. I know each of you are at a different journey. Some of you are under 25 and you're saying, I'm just learning how to drive. I saw your video, I like it, subscribe. Some of you are over 25, you're like, hey, I found this guy, he's reminding me of the things my instructor talked about, which are very important. Some of you will say, you know what, I'm in my 30s, and the one thing I learned from driving with Myles is that, and my name is Myles, and I am a state certified driving instructor, thank you. I need to set up my son or daughter for success, get them in a good driver's education program, hug them, tell them I love them, because you never know if you're going to return. We always want to return. And I think just being courteous out here in this environment, on the I-94 interstate, Houston, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, California, and then really giving you a real narrative or screenshot from what's happening in the United States. And I love watching driving videos where someone is narrating. I live in, Washington, D.C. I live in New York. Shout out to E. In California. Okay. Shout out to my other viewers. And just really appreciating you. And then showing you that you can obtain your license and get a car. It's work. And if you're over 25, between that 25 to 45 range, you may have a child, on the way, you might be working online at home, you might do Uber Lyft, that's fine. I'm not capping on you. Well, a little bit. But if you can obtain your license, if I can motivate you to obtain your license, then that's going to open up a new world of opportunities. You have to have a car if you want to control your narrative, when to get up, when to leave, what if you got to stay. Like, for instance, we have a staff meeting after. We're going to talk about our clients. Did we build new digital products? So I got to prepare for that. Then I have to fight traffic coming home. And I'm going to show you that. But for the most part, I give myself about a B-. I'm hard on myself. I was kind of hugging lanes a little bit. I could have been a lot smoother. You saw my hands 10 and 2 on the steering wheel because I'm an instructor. I have to model this, not road raging or cutting people off or cussing people out, because that's not what I'm about. You saw potentials where cars are just not moving, and then I was tailgated. So I didn't get angry. I just kept my distance, kept my speed. I changed lanes because anytime could be an accident. But I want to say I appreciate all my viewers and really am blessed. Eve from New York, my other viewers from around the world, please join the community. I'm putting up more questions every day. We're doing a video that's a 4 to 10-minute video. There'll be a digital quiz connected to that. You'll be able to answer and participate. Consider joining the community. I've got to step up my skill set for you. I've got to bring you more quality. And if I bring you more quality, you're going to be more willing. Like my girl in the UK Clearview Driving School. She is doing it big, and shout out to her in the UK. She's over 1 million on TikTok. She's over 1 million on YouTube. She's also on Instagram. So she's one of my role models. And I'm going to shout you out. And I would love to have you on my podcast, or to do a Google Meets or a live. So that's some really great instructors around the world. So I'm watching you. Hopefully I think she gave me a shout out before, but just blessed. And you can tell by my smile that is from my heart. So I want you guys to smile. I want to say thank you. Please consider subscribing, following, join the community, leave some questions. Bye, guys.